You're in the lifeboat. The SS Serenity is a distant. You're in the lifeboat. The SS Serenity is a distant shadow on the horizon. You did it. You escaped. But now you're looking at the endless blue in every direction, and the reality is setting in. You have no idea where you are, no idea where land is, and no idea if anyone is coming. So here's the question that's keeping you awake right now. How long can you last out here? Welcome back, survivors. This is part 3, open water survival. The ship was hell, but the ocean doesn't care if you're infected or not. It'll kill you just the same. Let's make sure you're still breathing when rescue arrives. The first hour, assess your situation. You're running on adrenaline right now. Your hands are shaking, your heart is pounding, and you want to collapse. Don't, not yet. The first hour after escape is critical. This is when you take stock of everything you have, everything you need, and everything that can kill you. What's in your lifeboat? Standard cruise ship lifeboats are required by maritime law to carry emergency supplies. Here's what you should find. Emergency rations, usually dense, bland biscuits that taste like cardboard but keep you alive. Water pouches, small, foil-sealed packets, typically 125 milliliters each. First aid kit bandages, antiseptic, seasickness pills. Signaling devices, flares, a whistle, a signal mirror, and maybe a flashlight. Thermal blankets, those crinkly silver sheets that look useless but retain body heat. Fishing kit, basic line, hooks, maybe a small knife. Sea anchor keeps you from drifting too fast. Inventory everything. Count your water pouches. Count your rations. Check the flares. How many do you have? 3? 5? Each one is a single chance at rescue. Don't waste them. If you escaped with other survivors, pool all resources. One person is in charge of water. One person is in charge of food. One person is on watch. Assign roles now before desperation and panic turn your group against each other. The golden rule. Rationing. You don't know if you'll be rescued in 12 hours or 12 days. So you ration like it's going to be 12 days. Water rationing. The human body can survive 3 days without water. In an open ocean under the sun that drops to maybe 2 days, you'll be tempted to drink more. Don't. Standard rule. 500 milliliters per person per day, split into 3 servings. Morning, midday, evening, no exceptions. Mark each water pouch with a permanent marker, if you have one. Day 1, day 2, day 3. It keeps you disciplined. Never, ever drink seawater. I don't care how thirsty you are. Seawater has 3 times the salt concentration your kidneys can process. Drinking it will dehydrate you faster and shut down your organs. If you're desperate, we'll talk about rainwater collection later, but seawater is not an option. Food rationing. You can survive 3 weeks without food. Uncomfortable, painful, but survivable. So food is secondary to water. 1 ration biscuit per person per day. Eat it slowly. Let it dissolve in your mouth. Your stomach will be screaming for more. Ignore it. Hunger is temporary. Running out of food with no rescue in sight is permanent. If you have the fishing kit, use it. But don't count on catching anything in the first 24 hours. Fish are unpredictable, and you're in survival mode, not sport fishing mode. The elements, sun, cold, and waves. The ocean has 3 ways to kill you. Exposure to the sun, hypothermia at night, and drowning if the waves get rough. Daytime, the sun is not your friend. Out here, there's no shade, no SPF 50, no umbrella. You're going to burn, and you're going to burn fast. Use the thermal blankets. Drape them over your head and shoulders like a cloak. They reflect heat and UV rays. You'll look ridiculous. You'll also survive. If someone in your group has a hat, share it. Rotate every 2 hours. Sunburn skin cracks, blisters, and gets infected. Infected wounds in a survival situation? That's how you die slowly. Stay low in the boat. The sides provide minimal shade, but minimal is better than nothing. And for the love of God, if you have sunglasses, wear them. Snow blindness can happen on water too. It's called photokeratitis. Your eyes will swell shut and you'll be useless. Nighttime, the cold. When the sun sets, the temperature drops. Fast. We're talking 70 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, down to 50 or lower at night. That might not sound extreme, but when you're wet, exhausted, and low on calories, hypothermia is a real threat. Huddle together if you have a group. Body heat is the most efficient way to stay warm. Use the thermal blankets to wrap everyone together like a survival burrito. Keep your core dry. If your clothes are soaked from spray, Wring them out as best you can. Wet clothing accelerates heat loss. The waves. If the sea gets rough, you need to act fast. Deploy the sea anchor. It's a parachute-like device that drags underwater and stabilizes the boat. It won't stop you from rocking, but it keeps you from capsizing. Sit low, center your weight, and hold on. If someone gets seasick, and someone will make sure they vomit overboard, not into the boat. Vomit in an enclosed space is not just disgusting. It's a morale killer and attracts curious marine life. Signaling for rescue, you can ration water, you can survive the sun. But none of that matters if no one knows you're out here. The distress signal hierarchy? Flares are your top-tier signal. Visible for miles. Impossible to miss. But you've only got a handful, so you use them strategically. Only fire a flare if you see a ship, a plane, or a helicopter. Never fire one, just in case. That's how you waste your only chance. Signal mirror during the day. Reflect sunlight toward any aircraft or distant vessel. The flash can be seen up to 10 miles away on a clear day. Sweep the horizon slowly and methodically. Whistle for close-range signals. If you hear an engine, blow that whistle in 3 sharp bursts. 3 of anything is the universal distress signal. 3 whistle blasts, 3 flashes, 3 fires. At night, use the flashlight sparingly. SOS in Morse code. 3 short, 3 long, 3 short. Repeat every few minutes if you hear an aircraft. Psychological survival. Staying sane. This is where most people break. Not from thirst, not from hunger, but from the crushing weight of hopelessness. You're floating in the middle of nowhere. The horizon looks the same in every direction. Hours feel like days. Your mind starts playing tricks on you. Combat the mental death spiral. Establish a routine. Even if it's arbitrary, routine gives structure. Morning check, inventory, ration distribution, position check. Midday, watch rotation, water break. Evening, debrief, night prep, rest rotation. Talk to each other. If you're alone, talk to yourself. Silence is the enemy. Silence lets the dark thoughts creep in. Narrate what you're doing. I'm checking the water supply. I'm adjusting the sea anchor. I'm scanning for ships. It sounds insane, but it keeps your brain engaged. Set small goals. I will survive until sunset. Then I will survive until sunrise. Don't think about day 5 or day 10. Just the next checkpoint. Never let anyone say, we're not going to make it. Shut that down immediately. Negativity is contagious. One person's despair becomes everyone's despair. You stay positive, even if it's forced. Fake it until rescue comes. Dangerous marine life. Let's talk about what's swimming below you. Sharks. Yes, they're out here. No, they're probably not interested in you. Sharks are curious, not aggressive unless provoked or if you're bleeding. Keep your hands and feet inside the boat. Don't trail anything in the water. Don't splash unnecessarily. If a shark circles your boat, stay calm. It's investigating. Bang on the side of the boat with something hard. The noise usually scares them off. If it doesn't leave, prepare to use an oar or paddle to push it away if it gets too close. Never lean out to touch it. That's how you lose a hand. Jellyfish and stingers. If you see jellyfish in the water, note the current direction. You're drifting through their territory. If someone gets stung, rinse the area with seawater, not fresh water. That makes it worse. Scrape off any tentacles with the edge of a plastic card. Don't rub. Apply vinegar if you have it in the first aid kit. Rainwater. The Lifesaver, if it rains, you stop everything and you collect water. Use the thermal blankets to create a funnel. Tilt them so the water runs into containers. Use your shirt, your pants, anything absorbent to soak up water and then wring it into pouches or bottles. Rainwater is pure. It's safe to drink immediately. This is the difference between surviving 3 days and surviving 3 weeks. Don't waste a single drop. When rescue arrives, you'll see it before you hear it, a distant shape, a glint of metal, a contrail in the sky. Fire your flare. Wave your arms. Use the signal mirror. Make yourself impossible to miss. When they get close, do not jump out of the boat and try to swim to them. Stay in the lifeboat until they give you clear instructions. Rescue teams are trained for this. Let them do their job. If it's a helicopter, they'll lower a basket or a harness. Secure yourself properly. If you're weak, let them know. They'll send someone down to assist. If it's a ship, they'll throw a line, tie it to the lifeboat, and they'll pull you in. Stay seated until you're alongside the hull. And when you're finally on that deck, surrounded by people, wrapped in real blankets, handed real water, you made it. You survived the ship, the extraction, and the ocean. What if rescue doesn't come? I'm not going to lie to you. There's a chance it doesn't. If you hit day 4, day 5, and there's no sign of anyone, you need to make a decision. Do you stay put in hope, or do you try to navigate toward land? That's a conversation for part 4, because if you're still out here after a week, we're entering long-term survival mode. And that's a whole different nightmare. But for now, focus on the next 72 hours. Ration smart, signal hard, and stay mentally strong. If this guide kept you alive, hit that like button and subscribe. Drop your survival tips in the comments. We're all learning together. Keep your eyes on the horizon, keep your hope alive, and stay safe out there. We'll see you in the next one. If you make it that long,